So the big thing is that they're talking about this as it relates to the Federal Reserve, the announcement that they were going to be raising rates. Let me just tell everybody this, just for the sake of it. I'm repeating, I know, but look, do we understand that if the markets went down because of trader reactions, that was the headline. That was the headline. That's not my headline. That was a CNBC headline. So CNBC making traders look really, really inept with that headline. That the market was down because the Federal Reserve is raising rates beginning in March. Now, if you are one of those high net worth people that have big Wall Street firms managing their money, I want you to understand you have somebody managing your money that didn't see the Federal Reserve coming to raise rates, meaning they're not even paying attention. They don't even care. They're doing no analytics on their own. They're not even here for the markets to go down because the Fed said he was going to raise rates in March. He's been telegraphing that for 2 months. Everybody knew that was coming. And yet, institutional investment firms and traders didn't have that factored in to their thinking. Do you understand how incredible that is? And I hate to use the word inept. It's a horrible thing to say, but I don't know what else to say. I don't know how it's possible that you would want these firms managing your money, because if they were concerned about rates going up, don't you think they would have been a little smarter to sell out when things were up much higher 2 months ago, when the Federal Reserve telegraphed it about as clearly as one could telegraph it? Don't you think that would have been the better move? Instead of waiting and following the herd on the downside? I mean, it's insane. These are people that are supposed to know what they're doing. These are people that are doing analytics all the time. And they didn't see this coming? Really? I told you it was coming months ago at a conference call, more than months ago, and it came. Why? Because I'm so sorry? No, because the Fed said it was. They have no choice, even if they didn't say it. You didn't need them to say it. You didn't need them to telegraph it. It finally became very obvious and apparent that it was going to be the only tool in their toolbox that they had that they could use to try to get inflation in check. They are leading from behind. I said when they first made the decision to lead from behind, because they wouldn't raise rates last year when they were supposed to, I was calling for it in March of a year ago, last year, for them to raise rates. They wouldn't do it because they didn't want to get ahead of the curve. They like managing from behind. And that's exactly what they're doing. They have no choice but to raise rates once, twice, or 3 times. They will likely put us into a recession at some point in time. It is beginning to look a little bit more today like it could happen this year than it did yesterday. But I just find it incredible that so many people listening are putting their faith in what they do from trying to be a good steward of the money God's given them by listening to people and hanging on their every word that didn't even see this coming. I just find that very hard to believe.
Hey, remember,
to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.